my workout by the skin of my teeth because I looked at the clock and was like, oh my gosh, my gym closes in an hour. Is there even a point in going? I usually give myself an hour and 15 minutes to get my workout done. And I was like, no, you're going to go to the gym. You're going to get done what you can actually get done. I got there with 45 minutes left before the gym closed and got through my entire workout, which also tells me I'm like, I am wasting time in between sets. I definitely am someone who occasionally will be looking at my phone and I'm like, scroll. And it's just like, no, you can get through this workout in an hour if you just lock in. So I'm glad I didn't let the clock tell me like, oh, never mind, you're just not going to do this workout. No, I got that workout in. Okay, this is our sixth week
yes.
of training.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did another Dexa scan, and I'd love to hear how you feel about the results or what you think of the results of this newest Dexa scan.
Yeah, so first of all, great job. You've been putting in a lot of good work. Yeah, you really have. And outside of what I see that you're doing with me, I know you're also doing more things. So that's always the most important key is the sustainability outside of here, what we do.
Right.
But looking at your numbers, we're going down in a lot of the things that we want to go down in the visceral fat. Your lean mass is up, and I think your body composition is changing, which is really great to see.
Yeah.
We're down 0.5, I think it is, for the body fat percentage, which is great. So that's like typical. I think this being the 6th week, you did the scan on July 10th. So I think for July 10th. So it was just about a month between your first week.
Yeah.
So July 5th to June 5th to July 10th. So just about a month. That's like typical range for like 30 days. Like in a month, it's like you can lose anywhere from like 1% to 2% body fat per month. And I think as we learn each other and the training style and all of these things and like where you kind of succeed and where things are like your strength and what we can play on, I can kind of morph even more and tailor a lot more things. So you'll see kind of like a ramp up also. So I can know that will go really well with your nutritional component too. So kind of building into that and having the metrics that we have, we can kind of tailor it and keep modifying it a little bit more. So starting out with a 0.5, the next few weeks, we want to see another 0.5 or more. Which would be great. And I think it's all about how you're also feeling. Like one thing that I think we're 6 weeks in, we've gotten some like double sessions per week, and went down back to singles now. But I think as I'm seeing you move through a lot of the things, like it's just more comfortable for you. You're not like waiting too long for like my command. You know, you're moving really well. And I think naturally you're athletic, so it makes my job a little easier. So what's been really cool is like seeing your strength and seeing what you can kind of load. I also look for like higher rep count. So we're not going like max, we're going moderate weight, but for higher reps. So I think that over time will also play a role in what it looks like in another month. And keeping the plan and sustaining it. Your training outside of here, that is just as important as our time together too.
And when you take on clients, do you kind of have a plan for where you would want to hit? Am I hitting that bar? Because it kind of, obviously I'm sure you tailored it each client, but do you usually have something in mind for like, these are the benchmarks that I want to reach?
I think it does change for each client, for sure. But one thing that I look for, like with like time together with like the clients that I have, is like your comfortability being here, you know, because I look for autonomy. So like a lot of people like, I gotta see you 3 to 4 times a week. It's like, I would love to see you 3 to 4 times a week. But I also know that like it should be sustainable outside of here. So like when I see it clicking and you get it, like, oh, I can do, like today, you're like, I can do more weight. Like that's what I like to hear, because then it means that you're more comfortable being here and more comfortable with your body and moving weight. Because it's all about like your self-awareness and confidence with moving weight, because like we discussed when you first started, like I don't know how much I can progress, like when like I don't know how much weight to move up when I'm training on my own. So it's like the awareness and knowledge, like, oh, okay, I can lift 5 more pounds overhead, I can do these things. So it's like those things that I look for in clients the measures always change.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we want your bench to be at 65 and then move to 75, then 85, and maybe we can get a plate up there. Like, you know, so there's always going to be like, I think, changing goals and stuff. And I think depending on what your goal is to come into this, like, oh, I want to really get more lean in my lower body. I want to get more fit and more tone. Like, then that's when we can kind of like understand like what 95 to 135 looks like on a back squat or a deadlift, and how many reps are we getting up for the deadlift. We did deadlift today and we got high reps with moderate weight, which is great. If you walk away not feeling pain, that's a win too. So that's great.
And I'm curious, like, the difference in, because, you know, we had the conversation of like what I wanted to work on, but what is the difference between doing higher reps, moderate weight versus less reps but a higher weight? Like, what does that do body wise? Like, what's it targeting?
So the lower rep count with more weight, loading more weight, will have you kind of hit a little bit more load, so you'll build muscle faster, but in a way that I know we are looking for a more toned physique and more, you know, so you don't want to be overloading and then you have hypertrophy and you're feeling like weighed down, a little heavier. So I think your scans would look a little bit different. So you might gain more weight because you're loading more weight, and it's all muscle composition. But it would translate a little bit differently.
Right. Yeah. Because even looking at the scan, I was like, oh, my weight is up, but it's my lean mass is also up, and I was like, fascinating.
Yes, and your muscle mass.
Yeah. And the conversation that I, you know, just had yesterday with Taylor, so that'll come out next week, is about like how we're a little bit like slaves to the scale, but also like that weight we had when we were in high school, and how that weight like haunts us. So it's interesting to like, it's good to have this conversation where it's like, all right, well, what does it mean when you're doing a body recomp? And these numbers don't necessarily change with the composition.
The composition changes, which is the most important part. And like we discussed in the last time we talked, when you have the metrics to look at to analyze what's happening, you can paint a full story. The scale only gives you one facet of the story, which is a very surface level. Most scales are not calibrated right. Some people are not weighing when they should be weighing. And so it's like, man, I'm like, oh, I'm bloated, I'm this, I'm that. But if you are getting yourself in a fasted state, fresh off of like waking up and going to the bathroom before, there's certain things that just give you more context. So it's not like you're not progressing, it's just the changes, and you have access to be able to get a Dexa scan, which is kind of allows us to paint the story a little bit better, which helps Taylor and I kind of mold your plan a little bit more. So I think the next few weeks we're going to kick up a little bit cardio intensity. You're like, perfect. So the cardio intensity will change a little bit. So you're going to see after each superset, because normally we have like 2 supersets, 3 to 4 moves in each one. Each one will end with something cardio intense. So the next few weeks we're gonna do that. I want you to incorporate that also in your plan outside of here. So we'll keep modifying, we can keep getting better, we can keep changing things. I love feedback, so I can kind of tell, like, I really like this. Let's do more of it. Let's do, so we can kind of lock in and create this path that's also enjoyable for you.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. You're killing it. Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.